Today on The Pulse, it's all about the woman. In honor of women business owners, we are bringing you 6 dynamic women business owners who are doing big things right here in Prince George's County. Don't go away, The Pulse is next. Calling all entrepreneurs. It's Economic Development Week in Prince George's County. The only show in town dedicated to helping Prince George's County businesses. Hello, I'm Denise Roberts and welcome to The Pulse, the show dedicated to Prince George's County businesses. Decision makers, trailblazers, powerhouses. Prince George's County women business owners are doing it and doing it and doing it well. Our first 2 women business owners turn their passions into profit. One coaching and helping managers achieve success from within, and a rising fashionista who delivers a personal touch.
So consignment is where you can bring in your items and we would sell them on your behalf and you would get a percentage of the proceeds.
There is a criteria. So we're looking for current purchase in the last 2 years. We're looking for mid to high-end brands in excellent condition, no rips. And we accept by season, so you won't come in here and find a tank top in the wintertime. So that helps us stay boutique-ish because you don't want to be cluttered and have all of this inventory that people have to go through.
People sometimes get confused, thrift and consignment. It's a big difference. We have mid to high-end items, but we also have new items that we get from other boutique owners and we also purchase from other vendors.
So every time a customer walks out the door, if that client by leaving feels good and has had a good experience, that's considered success for us. It's not just about coming and buying clothes, it's more than that for us.
People always ask about our partnership and you can't work with friends, but we're so different and we know we stay in our lanes. We try to be on one accord with everything. So it works out for us. We're a believer that you can be friends and also, run a business. I would just say someone starting out, yeah, you want your thoughts. Write it down, of course, write it down plain in any kind of form.
We look at other businesses, you see what they're doing, how you want to be similar, how you don't want to, how you want to set yourself apart. You look at the competition, you kind of map out how you plan to make money, your marketing strategy, you get all that stuff together because it kind of helps you centralize your thoughts and that business plan drives you back.
So Pivotal is a management consulting firm, and we really are all about employee engagement here. So our initiatives run the gamut from individual coaching to comprehensive program evaluations, but it really is focused on helping organizational leaders create organizations that feel good to the employees who are actually working on the inside. Consulting firms are as unique and as individual as the individuals who run the firms. What I like to think makes us unique is I hate to say this because it's not necessarily unique to us because I feel like we're all doing our best to operate within our purpose. We just really try to emphasize to the individual level here the importance and significance of every single person of our company operating in their space of purpose because I feel like that then translates to these really remarkable services and remarkable experiences that we want our clients to have when they engage with us. Our specialty area is employee engagement. So depending upon what an organization wants to focus on from an engagement perspective, we can offer services that fit that particular situation. That's how we engage. There's an issue, there's a challenge. Sometimes it's a media-driven issue. Sometimes there's some exigency that pops up and the organization says, hey, we really need to understand what's going on here. So we take the right kinds of action. I think the emphasis for us on and I don't like to call it problem solving because I like to call it solution generating. I think focus matters, is that we work with the organization to gather evidence about what the challenges are so that they are focusing resources on the right kinds of things at the right time. And your customer service is only as good as the feedback from your last client. So you can't ever rest on your laurels and say, I've got 25 years of outstanding client servicing. It doesn't matter if that most recent piece of client feedback is not good. You have to do everything you can. If you're in a client servicing industry, to make sure that you are doing everything you can to meet those clients' expectations, and resting on laurels is just not an option. I think the biggest challenge as a CEO is having a network or a core group of individuals who you can really share your experiences with, because sometimes you can sort of get into self-individual think and you're just sort of playing the same script in your head over and over again. That's not always necessarily helpful. But if you're a part of a larger group, and I definitely think it's critical that if you're an entrepreneur, you try to get a community for yourself, a support network, so that you can talk about the challenges that you're experiencing and you can hear from other people that you're not alone, and you can get suggestions and ideas for how they address these things, and maybe that will spark something within you that gives you insights about how you might want to approach your particular challenge. This is definitely a journey. It is not all fun and games, and there's definitely some knockdowns, kickbacks, and you just have to be really clear about why you're doing this so that you can pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep it moving.
Up next, 2 more powerhouse women that are ruling the roadways and making money the old-fashioned way. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Marie, you have prediabetes.
Prediabetes? I don't have time to eat right or exercise. I'm a busy mom.
Oh, you're a busy mom.
Yeah.
This is great news. Busy moms never get prediabetes.
Wait, what?
Let me just... Yeah, this is all the people at risk for prediabetes, and way over here, busy moms. No?
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes, and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Learning is about more than just letters and numbers. Social and Emotional Learning, or SEL, teaches kids how to handle emotions, set goals, and make good decisions. Being able to understand the other's feelings helps grow relationship skills. Teaching children how to have healthy relationships provides a foundation for learning. Try this. Group children into pairs and have them sit back to back. Give one a picture from a book and have them describe it to the other, who will draw a picture based on what they hear. Discuss with kids that what they hear doesn't always match what someone is trying to say. This is important to remember when someone hurts our feelings. Parents, caregivers, and teachers can ensure that social and emotional learning is an important part of a child's overall health and well-being. To find out more, visit First Book at firstbook.org/SEL. First Book is a nonprofit organization providing all children with equal access to the books and resources they need to succeed.
True visionaries see value in things that others do not. They are big picture people and they see the forest before the trees. Our next businesswomen have turned that philosophy into profit. And this next one, you might not see her behind the wheel, but she's taken the roadways by storm.
I think when I started my company, I started with a unique concept, and that concept was to have equipment that was totally different from what the market had. And my first purchases, I designed my coaches with microwave ovens and coffee makers and bright colors and curtains, things that I thought would be attractive. My concept has always been, you have to make the vehicle like something that people will want to travel in. So now it's Wi-Fi and it's movies on board and it's outlets. So you just have to change, and every time there's been a change, I've also changed my coaches to model the change for society to be attractive. My customers are the churches, the government agencies, the athletic teams, my neighbors, corporate America, governmental agencies. Customer service is very important to me, and I think that's key in a business. And I use this analogy all the time. Problems and things happen, especially with buses. Brand new buses break down, but if your customer service skills are great and in the way you impart it to your customers, they understand. You have to be thick-skinned, you have to be driven, you know, you have to believe in yourself first, because if you can't sell yourself, you never can sell to employees, or you never can sell your product or service. So you have to really have a passion. A job is different. You can go home, you can cut it off in some instances and don't have to worry about it. But when you're an entrepreneur, it never ends. A good entrepreneur is always ready for business. The calls can come at any time, day or night, holidays, weekends, and you have to be prepared for that.
I am Tamara Hush Lee. I am style director and owner of Hush Boutique. I'm also a fashion contributor for Fox 5 Good Day DC. I'm a celebrity wardrobe stylist. I'm a costume designer for movie sets, and I'm a fashion editor. Some of my clients are Anthony Brown in group therapy. I work with Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child, Erica and Tina Campbell, Tracy Braxton. It's so many influential women and first ladies in the Prince George's County to add to the list. I've been fortunate enough to be able to inspire so many women in the Prince George's County area because I started this business 12 years ago with little or no money. Little or no money. I mean, I'm talking about I saved up 2 paychecks, and now this business is well on to doing $1 million a year. I started this business straight from home. I started doing shopping parties out of my house in the basement. It was really fun. And then it just started spiraling out of control. Everybody just wanted Hush Boutique. They wanted a piece of what I had to offer. Customer service is super important in any industry that you go in, but particularly mine because it's a hand-on-hand business. And so when women come in here, they want an experience. You know, you can buy this top from anywhere. You can buy from any store all over, but there's got to be a reason why you come here. And so I make sure that my team and myself, that we give superb customer service. When you come in the door, then, you know, we're just at your feet, you know, to figure out what exactly looks great on you. The most important lesson that I've learned being a business owner in Prince George's County is to build a team. You can't take your business but so far with just yourself. Fashion is my ministry, and so I'm able to minister to women all over the world whenever I am in their presence. You know, whether I'm building their confidence, whether I'm building their wardrobe, I am building them up, and so that's really my purpose in life. Being a woman business owner, it's super important. I think that, you know, a lot of women look at you and they're inspired, for one. And there are a lot of younger girls that look at me and come to me and say, because of you, I can, you know, and so they look at my story. So that's one of the particular things that I love about being a women business owner. The only challenge that I may see with that is, you know, when you go to the banks or when you want to go and, you know, make these relationships, people are looking at you like, okay, who are you? And so you have to prove yourself a little more, but at the end of the day, it's so rewarding. I would attribute all of my success to my faith. And it's taught me over the years just to, you know, believe in God, and my steps are already ordered. And so I feel like when you know your purpose and you walk in your purpose, then provision will follow. And so once I knew what my purpose was in life, then everything else just began to, you know, happen for me. Doors began to open. When I began to share, when I began to inspire other women, and when I began to help others, then that's when I really began to just prosper in my business.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Catalina. How are you? Hi, Meals on Wheels. I'm Marco. I'm a college student, and I volunteer as a driver for Meals on Wheels. I'm very happy I did it. I think it's awesome meeting these people. I mean, they're so interesting. They've had so many wonderful experiences in life. You can tell when you go to see them how eager they are to share their experiences and their wisdom with you. I can see my grandparents in some of these seniors, and when I think about what I want for them, if they lived alone and didn't have anybody to look after them or help them get food, I'd want someone there who does what I do to make sure they're being fed. Your community helps to raise you up into the person that you become. Meals on Wheels is a great way to give back to that community.
I think by now it's undeniable that women have been the strength of our communities, the household, and the workplace. Well, it's also true in the world of entrepreneurship. We put plans into motion, we take risks, and we move on our ideas. I recently heard someone say, "Ladies, it's our time." Behind every story is some data. Well, here's some data from Mashable.com about women business owners that might just make you shake in your boots where you stand. Number one, in the past 15 years, the number of women-owned businesses grew by 54%. There are now over 8 million women-owned businesses in the United States. How you like them apples? Number two, all the women-owned businesses, over 5% use a loan to get started, compared to over 10% of businesses overall. Number three, despite owning nearly 30% of U.S. businesses, women attract only 5% of the nation's equity capital. When it comes to first-year funding, women receive 80% less capital than men. Well, that needs to change. Next, women-owned businesses employ over 7 million people. That's 40% more people than three of the largest employers, McDonald's, IBM, and Walmart combined. Next, women-owned firms generated over $1 trillion in revenue over the past 15 years. You go, girl. The industries with the fastest growth and greatest share of women-owned firms are educational services, healthcare and social assistance, and entertainment and recreation. Ladies, can we say STEM, STEM, STEM? In 7 out of 13 of the most populous industries, women-owned firms are exceeding overall growth. And finally, 2% of women businesses bring in more than $1 million in annual revenue versus 5% of all other firms. Not bad at all for our women business owners. Don't go away as we continue to celebrate women business trailblazers.
It's not my first time bartending, so.
It's a sausage party in here.
It's fine. I'm very familiar.
Yeah, because you're a sexy girl, Sam. Last thing,
Yeah.
is that the music, when Momo kicks it into high gear, is going to get a little bit loud in here. So your customers are going to have a hard time hearing you. So you may want to...
What?
What to expect when you're expecting.
Like here.
A teenager.
Today, I'm going to show you how to teen-proof your home. First step, hide the car keys. Preferably somewhere they would never look. Challenges will come up. Be ready for them. Hi, honey. Ready for the...
Mom, you don't use mannequins in the mannequin challenge.
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfies, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be blood. Next Thursday?
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this.
So I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
Our last fearless women business owners both said that it was off the heels of their greatest challenges have come their biggest rewards. Let's listen and learn from the CEO of Agape Healthcare and the president and CEO of Gray Matters Technology Services.
The Agape Health Group, we are a licensed residential service agency where we send caregivers to clients' homes to provide health care services for them. We're also licensed as a medical staffing agency where we send medical staff to hospitals, doctors' offices, assisted living homes, group homes, any type of medical organization that may need temporary staff or permanent staff. I'm a registered nurse. I have been a registered nurse for over 20 years. I graduated from Winston-Salem State and I ended up moving to Maryland. And there I became a head nurse, and then I started working for a quality improvement organization. And I was writing policies and different things of that nature. And I ended up starting this business. And at first I was writing policies for other agencies, and looking at when I was writing policies, I just saw it was a need for quality care. Serving all ages, meeting all needs. When you look at home care agencies, a lot of times they only provide one particular service. With Agape Health, we provide nurse referral services, we provide medical staffing, and we also provide the home care with that. And one of the biggest things that we are really focusing on now is workforce improvement. The biggest contributing factor to the success of Agape Health is this is our ministry. The name Agape Health means unconditional love for the Lord. So this is a service organization where we're servicing other people. So we have to have love and unconditional love with everything we do. It has to be instilled from the front door to our caregivers on the street. So a lot of times I feel that as companies we say, oh, well, we're not getting the big contracts. But truly you have to look within your company and see if you're able to handle the contract once it's given to you. And that's what we had to learn. So we had to equip ourselves to be able to handle the capacity when contracts are given to us. You have to know if you can truly meet the needs and demands of the contract. One of the biggest challenges I face as a woman business owner is that, being a woman. A lot of times you're not taken as serious. A lot of times, or you're just, when you're assertive, maybe you're taken as being demanding, or you're taken the wrong way. So either you're not taken as serious or you're taken the wrong way. So that's one of the biggest challenges.
Gray Matters Technology Services, I think by design, is a company, as I said, that invites innovation, creativity, but more importantly, as I said before, folks that have open minds and understand that someday, you know, like everything else, Gray Matters will go away, right? And it may become something else, you know, it may manifest into something bigger and brighter, and but we're not sure what that is right now. But what we want to do is we want to make sure that strategically we have a strong company and people are interested in it. I think the one thing that we do, I think that's strong, that we know and we put a lot of focus on, is we have great political savvy, right? From our standpoint, you're gonna get a lot of small businesses that are gonna tell you that they're unique and that we do software development better than anybody on earth, or we do network support better than anybody, but the real reality is this: if you don't understand the politics of the agencies or the clients that you support, then you're not gonna be successful implementing technology. Customer service is the #1 thing that we have to focus on as a small business. But I think small businesses also have to learn how to say no. I think some of the reasons why we get into some of the dialogue and dynamics that we are faced with is because we don't understand that if you can't do a service, don't say that you can do it. Do the service that is within your means to do. Understand your customer, because that way, if you understand them, you're going to have great customer service anyway. They're going to appreciate you because you understand their culture, you understand what they're trying to do, their mission, their vision. And so to that end, it's real important to talk to the customer always. And as an implementing partner, which is what I like to think that I am with my clients, let's continue to talk, not just once a month or once a quarter. The biggest challenge that I face is being a woman-owned company. Being a woman-owned company in any county is tough because you have challenges with banks, believe it or not. People just rather do business with men. But the real reality is that if you prove that you're a strong business, you have great business acumen, you understand what it is that you're asking for, a lot of times that kind of dissipates, but you got to work with people to help them understand that it's not a woman-owned business, it's a business. The most important lesson that I've learned is, and this is going to sound really funny, but as you go out and you're building your backlog for your business, you have to be prepared to win it. Some instances for us, we weren't. I.e., we won a big contract over the summer and we simply were not prepared. We thought infrastructurally we were prepared to take that business on, but there's some things that I think for us, having a financial foundation, understanding where the great people are to make you successful, and even though you win contracts and you take over incumbent teams, it may not be the best structural team, right? So you've got to take a look at all of that. So the lesson, I think it was a hard lesson to learn. We got 5 contracts last summer, I think it was. Sorry, we had 4 contracts at once. And it was a balancing act just trying to figure out, number one, where we were going to get the people from, because they weren't all, competitive wins. And then number 2, what were we going to do immediately to make that immediate impact with that customer so that they knew they made the right decision. So for me, it was being a bit more prepared to win all at once. I know I'm going to win contracts. I'm going to win contracts, but I just didn't expect that kind of windfall, and that's what happened to us over the summer. I love being a job creator, for people that want positions, not jobs, right? If you want a job, then this is probably not a place for you. Right? But if you want a position, you want something that you want to grow into, and you want to understand that part of the growth strategy is for you to do your part. Get your training, understand where you want to be, work really hard to get there, and we're going to support that. So for us, it's really just that, helping people understand, what their next level of greatness is, and that's what Great Matters is really all about.
Go to helpbears.org to sign the petition to save polar bears. www.helpbears.org.
And that's our show for today. I want to thank all of the women business owners for allowing us to come to you and your business and showcase your company, because that's what it's about today, you. This show and previous episodes are posted on our website, diversity.mypgc.us, and click on the pulse. We are on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at PGC Diversity, and our YouTube channel is The Pulse TV. Don't forget to join our small business club to spotlight your company on the show. Send an email with the link to your company website to sddd@co.pg.md.us. Next time on The Pulse, we're talking about how to form your dream team for your business and why this is so important. So if you have any questions, send an email to sddd@co.pg.md.us. And don't forget to tune in next time. I'm Denise Roberts, and remember, in Prince George's County, your success is our success.